Don't play with me, it's the only thing. I love.
Jimmy on the beat, wait.
Damian Lillard.
Steph with Dame flying by him, casts and scores.
Steph Curry senses blood right now. Here's where he's willing to make a big shot.
What's good, YouTube? I'm back, and you see the title of the video. We're going over shooting, and I'm going to be giving you my tips on how you guys can get better with it. We want to first go over your settings and look at the shot timing cues. We've got jump, set point, push, and release. So let's look at each one of these different cues and see which one will be good for you. First look, we're going to be looking at jump. And when it comes to jump, your indicator is when the feet leave the ground. Mostly for everybody's jump shot, as soon as the feet leaves the ground, that's when you got to release your square or your right stick in order to get that perfect timing with jump. When it comes to set release, you want to release when the player brings his arms to a set point. Usually the indicator for this is when his arms are folded up. That's how you know the set point has initiated and let go. Then we're going to look at push. Now, when it comes to the push release, you want to basically release right before the player pushes the shot forward. So his hand, it looks like it's going to go ahead and push the ball forward towards the rim. That's when you know you need to release on that push shot timing setting. And then we've got the release visual cue. For this one, you're going to let off square of the stick right before the player releases the ball. So right when it's on his fingertips, that's when you know you have that indicator to let go. So when you get your shot timing cues down, you know which one you think is going to be good for you. Go ahead and go into the gym and practice. Now, for my 5v5 players, ones that use actual teams, certain shot timings are going to be a little bit better for certain players' releases. Not everybody's release is going to be good for one specific timing. So you want to go ahead and get into the gym and lab and see which one is more comfortable for you with most people's shots. For my career players, shot timing is pretty easy to at least determine for you because you only have one shot to really focus on. So go ahead in the gym, same thing, and just practice with whatever cue. I use set point right now. That's the sweet spot for me, but for everybody it's going to be different in what you're comfortable with. So just get into the gym, practice with each one of these shot timing cues, see which one is good for you, and then keep pushing. Now the next thing we're going to look at is handling the catch on your catch and shoot shots. So first thing, when it comes to handling the catch, what you want to make sure you do is do not hold square until you catch the ball. For most of us, we really do rely on muscle memory. It's not something that's always great because you're depending on one single type of release timing when it comes to that. But it is something that nevertheless you will depend on at some point. So do not go ahead and hold square before you catch the ball. And then also what you want to do is watch the position of the ball when you do catch it. One of the things that you need to pay attention to is sometimes you might catch the ball low, sometimes you might catch the ball a little bit higher. So sometimes you got to really know where you've caught the ball and pay attention to that, because when you release it, that can determine how fast the ball is released or even how slow the ball is released. So just pay attention to where you catch the ball, because that's going to really determine how quickly you need to let off that square or how slowly you need to let off that square. Now we're going to look at ignoring the defender. Now, when it comes to this, one thing you want to make sure you do is have confidence in your shot selection. If you feel like you've gotten a good amount of space in this game over a defender, trust that you did create that space properly and go ahead and have confidence in when you're shooting. Because if you're nervous when you're shooting a shot, but just because you see a defender, it's going to throw you off and mess up all your timing. Understand also your players' badges. If you've got a badge, for my career players, if you've got a player that has, blinders, dead eye, guard up, all those different types of things that are going to help you hit contested shots, understand that and knowing your positioning where you at when you started the shot. And that's going to give you, a better chance at hitting your shots because you're not going to be too worried about that defender there. And then also, never watch the defender when you're releasing your shot. You know, you don't want to really take dumb shots, but if you feel like you've gotten enough space, you know your players' badges, you know exactly how you like to shoot, where you caught the ball, you're taking all these tips that we've given you here into consideration. Do not worry about the defender when he's closing out, because you're pretty much gonna, you know, eviscerate every single thing that you've learned here in this video, because you're not looking at your shot timing, you know, you're not looking at where you caught the ball, you're not paying attention to anything there. So you just ignore the defender, trust in yourself, have that confidence to take that shot, and know that, you know, you're gonna knock it down. But hopefully these tips have helped you guys out here. I just wanted to give you guys, from my perspective, certain tips that might help you out with your shooting, things that have worked for me. You've seen a lot of these shots I'm hitting in this video, so just good luck. Try these out, let me know if these work for you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and it's E-Money. I'll catch you guys again in the next one. Peace.